This season of the Urban Conservative Podcast is brought to you by Newton for Senate, working to improve education, reduce taxes, and keep North Carolina #1 for business. Find out more at newtonforsenate.com.
This episode of the Urban Conservative has also been sponsored by Case Technology Consulting. Help your business get value out of its data and become more efficient and streamlined. Case Technology Consulting. Check out the link in the description. Episode of Top of the Morning is brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Kelly Harmon, providing you with well-researched guidance backed by Edward Jones' extensive team and technology that help you prepare for retirement, children's education, or other financial goals. Call 252-473-1006 or visit the link on the screen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It is time for Top of the Morning. Best 30-minute morning show on the internet. You are tuned in to the Urban Conservative. If you are watching on Facebook, please hit us with a like and a share. Make sure you're following the page. We are on YouTube at TUC Twins as well. We are on X, formerly known as Twitter, at TU Conservative. And of course, on all of your favorite podcast listening apps and things of that nature. The website, tuconservative.com. Head over there, give us a little follow, get you a little merch. We got a little merch and we got things of that nature over there you can grab to support the platform. As usual, you know what it is. I'm joined by my twin brother, Duali. Good morning, sir. Top of the morning, sir.
Good morning, bro. Good morning. Top of the morning to you and to you all watching, listening. Thank you so much for rocking with us each and every Monday through Friday right here for Top of the Morning. Before we go any further, though, bro, before we do anything else, I do need to let everybody know that tomorrow morning
No.
Just wait.
Before we do any of that, right? You know what I'm about to say, right? No. You got coffee now, but I have to put y'all on to the coffee debacle that happened this morning. Do you still have that cup of coffee?
Right.
All right. That would have been the original mugshot for this morning, but here's what happened. I wish we would have been live and had this experience with everyone. So this guy goes, yo, I gotta go run and get some coffee. I can't drink the tap water coffee. I can't do tap water coffee, right? Get in the comment section. Let us know. Do you live somewhere where you can do tap water coffee? Is that possible that you could just run over to the sink? Sans filter, right? Sans filter. Is it possible you can go sans filter straight to the coffee machine? Are you raw dogging the coffee water like that? Is that what you
Raw
got
dogging
going
the
on?
coffee water. Oh no.
Yo, you going straight pipe like that, son? You going? How many of y'all go straight pipe with the coffee? Come on.
I'm not gonna front, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, I had a very visceral reaction because I knew what was gonna happen. I knew what was gonna happen right away. I was like, oh, this is gonna go terrible. I could smell the putridity. I can smell. Yo, no, tap water's not where it's at. But I got to give a big shout out to the folks over at Summit Coffee. Big up to Summit Coffee, man. Good folks over there. I can't do tap water, bro. It just we got to work on that, man. I
don't understand why you don't own a filter at this point. Listen, it's almost a survival necessity in 2023 that you somewhere have a Brita water filter in your house. I almost don't want to come to your house unless you hand me a Poland Spring or I see the water come out of a fresh refrigerator with a filter. They like, you can't. So I not to go down this rabbit hole, but I saw a video where this guy was like testing people's refrigerator water. It was disgusting. Like, you go to somebody's crib and you like, yeah, let me just get some water. Yeah, right there in the fridge. It's got and then you go hit the ice. Yeah, they tested that. Oh, bro. Oh, no.
The amount of bacteria and fungus and there was a black girl that some young black African American girl did a like a report on that where she swabbed the ice that was.
Oh no!
You have the ice tray. You know the old school. You pour water in it, and then you got to twist to crack it ice tray. She swabbed one of the pieces of ice, and it was like E. coli, salmonella. It was like everything.
Yeah, didn't they do that? Didn't they do that with the machines for like the ice dispensers at like restaurants? They was testing them joints too. Oh yeah. All right. So anyway, that was a rabbit hole for no reason that took up the first 4 minutes of the show. I wish I would have been there and seen his reaction to having a drink and that cup of coffee. I was like, you'll be all right. You'll be fine. Yeah, you'll be fine. You're good. Don't worry about it.
Just for you. Hold on. Let me.
No. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna ruin it. Go ahead. Tap water coffee. But think about this in a survival situation. That cup of coffee.
In a survival situation, I would rather die, bro. I'd rather die than drink that, son. I'd die, son. I'm just gonna die, bro. I'm gonna be like, Lord, I'm coming home. I'm on the way, Jesus. I can't do it.
Nah. Oh, that's terrible. All right, well, let's get into this first story real quick. So Santos has survived expulsion. And the interesting thing about this is that there's a couple of ways to look at the Santos situation. So if you understand federal or congressional level thing, politics, Ali, if you understand the dynamic, if you fundamentally understand how, the people represent districts and what the majority, what them being in the majority means, what the being in the minority means as it relates to getting ish done in Congress, right?
Right.
So there's a scenario where that the people that are pushing for the expulsion are not understanding, or maybe they're going at this and they're with the understanding that, okay, you get Santos exposed, like, what do you call it? He's exposed. The expulsion goes through. He's out. Now you end up with you end up getting a Democrat in that seat. Now you're even more in the minority. So there's a layer to this where his vote's needed in Congress on the Republican side of things. His vote's is very much needed. So because you have an agenda, things that you're trying to get done. Now, on the Democrat side of this, right, there's an agenda where it makes sense that you wouldn't want him, for this to go through. And when we look at the votes, essentially what happens is he escaped being expelled. The final vote fell at 213 to 179. Okay, against expelling Santos with 19 So listen, the final vote fell 213-179 against expelling Santos with 19 lawmakers voting present. Expelling a member of the House is something that is historically rare, but 24 Republicans voted to expel Santos while 31 Democrats voted to keep him in the House. So here's what you got. Like I said, as long as he's there, they got a target. Look at this corrupt, bad Republican. Republicans are bad, and they're keeping their own in there because, you understand?
No, right.
So they have a target. They have a target as long as he's there. And that's that. I mean, again, if you're going to be neutral, Ali, and just be a neutral person, just observing this, you go, okay, well, maybe that's smart. You keep the guy there. You got a constant somebody to constantly sling arrows at. Like, you got a target in there.
Look at the evil Republican guy who got in here.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
So what you're saying is that keeps something negative for the Democrats to attack Republicans on.
There you go. The Republicans need the votes, right? The Republicans actually need the vote.
The Democrats need the target. And why do we have up the video? What's the video right there?
Well, Santos himself needs the job. There you go. So now you have everybody's agenda laid out. He need that job. So there you go. So everybody's motives are clear. So this is yesterday. This was the House floor voting to expel him, and he spoke in his defense.
Okay, I gotta hear this. Let me shut the music.
Members in this body to act as judge, jury, and executioner are unconscionable and reckless to our Republican system of government and to the integrity of this body.
We don't have a Republican system of government, bro.
Of these allegations of this body, to our Republican system of government.
We don't have a Republican system.
Are unconscionable and reckless to our Republican system of government.
It's on paper, bro. How you can't? Oh.
Can you correct him?
Oh, it's
Ali. Can you correct him, please?
Republic to our republic is what you should have said. Just to our republic. You should have left it at that, bro. Keep going, man.
No, just so correct the statement for me.
Executioner are unconscionable and reckless to our Republican system of government.
So it should have been to what?
Unconscionable and reckless to our republic and our democracy or democratic form of government. That's, we have a representative republic, bro. We're not a, democracy would have fit there. Our bicameral federal presidential would have fit there, but all you had to say is our republic, bro. That's all you had to say. That's it. Our republic would have fit.
And to the integrity of this body. I stand today to continue to prove my innocence of these allegations and charges leveled against me. I'd like to say I understand the point of view of my colleagues, but I don't. One can't say that.
Yeah.
All right, we got a problem, Houston. So you lied about your background. All right, this is crazy. Y'all don't understand. So, I mean,
that they are pro-Constitution and at the same time act as judge, jury, and executioner. Where is the consistency, Mr. Speaker? The actions taken within this body are delicate, and consistency is essential. And now is not the time to set dangerous precedent. Consider this. The last time a member of Congress was expelled was in 2002, following a criminal conviction. In fact, both expulsions in the last 2 centuries took place after the defendants had been convicted. To my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, I'd like to remind you that many of you are supporting another member of Congress who is under investigation and is the second time he is indicted. And even one of you, and even one who recently pleaded guilty to a crime, rather than calling for their resignation, here we are. I must warn my colleagues that voting for expulsion at this point would circumvent the judicial system's right to due process that I'm entitled to, and desanctify the long-held premise that one is presumed innocent until proven guilty. It is unconscionable to think that this body, who is at war with the DOJ over their politically motivated practices,
pause.
Blindly unconscionable? Their accusation against a member politically motivated to think that this is innocent until proven guilty. It is unconscionable to think innocent.
Unconscionable, son? Yo, there's no such word as unconscionable.
Wait. I'm trying to hear, is that what he said? That's not what he
did. He said unconscionable.
And desanctify the long-held premise that one is presumed innocent until proven guilty. It is unconscionable to think that this body, who is at war with the DOJ over their politically motivated practices, would
I gotta put the tab. I gotta put this on here. Hold on. He didn't say that.
System's right to due process that I'm entitled to. And desanctify the long-held premise that one is presumed innocent until proven guilty. It is unconscionable to think that this body, who is at war with the DOJ over their politically motivated practices would blindly accept their accusation against a member of another branch of government.
He said unconscionable. See?
No, the whatchamacallit said that. He said inconscionable, bro. I clearly hear it.
I'd like to remind you that many of you are supporting another member of Congress who is under investigation and is the second time he is indicted. And even one of you, and even one who recently pleaded guilty to a crime, rather than calling for their resignation, here we are. I must warn my colleagues that voting for expulsion at this point would circumvent the judicial system's right to due process that I'm entitled to, and desanctify the long-held premise that one is presumed innocent until proven guilty. It is unconscionable to think that this body...
Yep. That's what he said. All right, well, he escaped. They didn't vote him out. I mean, by now, I'm pretty sure everyone's heard the how disgusting of a human being he is, right? Do we need to go that far? I don't think we need to go that far.
I don't think we need to go that far.
I'm kind of waiting to see how this unfolds. There's going to be an ethics committee report that'll come out in the next 2 weeks, and from that ethics committee report, I could imagine that the Republicans that are trying to do this are going to try to call another vote within the next month or so to try it again. So we'll keep our eyes on it, man. And we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on Top of the Morning. We're going to talk about Trump roasting DeSantis again. I mean,
again,
like low hanging fruit. Yeah, again. All right, we'll be right back here on Top of the Morning.
Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're tuned in to Top of the Morning, best 30-minute morning show on the internet. Make sure you are here tomorrow, Friday, November 3rd, 9 a.m., bright and early for Top of the Morning. We're going to be live talking with Bill Pincus, MD, president of the North Carolina Right to Life. They got an event coming up. It's super special. I think the 50-year joint, Ali? That's the 50-year anniversary?
50-year celebration. They've got Seth Dillon from the Babylon Bee. You can go
right.
see Right to Life website to get your tickets to that. But we're going to be talking to Dr. Bill tomorrow. Tomorrow on the live 9 a.m. right here on the Urban Conservative. Can't wait for that conversation, bro. So second thing we're going to cover, because we took a lot of time on the Santos thing, is you said your man Trump roasts DeSantis, like roasted badly.
Yeah, as you know, DeSantis isn't polling well. He's not doing well. Trump's by and far away. But take a listen. Kill that music, Ali.
I'm killing them.
They don't even know it's. They don't know what's going on. Our country's being sold down the tubes. As I proposed long before Ron DeSanctimonious tried to steal the idea and pass it on as his own, I will cancel the student visas of terrorist sympathizers on college campuses. You know, Ron DeSanctimonious, first of all, he's getting absolutely clobbered in the polls. And in your state, I think he's now number 3. He's like, the expression I said, he's like a wounded bird falling from the sky. Oh, there he is. It's Ron DeSanctimonious.
There he is. He's falling. Yo, why your man be doing people like that, son? Why? Why you gotta do him like that, Trey? You know why you got him froze like that in the face, bro? Why he really look up there like that, son? He really looked. He said, yo, woo!
Oh, my God. Yo, he needs it. Yo, this looks like, you know what he looks like to me right there.
Yo, what? Oh my God.
Yo, like I think it's the Muppets. He looks like a Muppet to me.
Any
He looks like
particular
a character, like that frozen thing. It looks like a character. What do you call? How you say it? A character? How do you say that word?
caricature?
Yeah, that one. That one.
Yeah, no. I mean, but look, bro. Let's be honest.
Oh
If
my
I pull the
god.
latest polling numbers, right? If I pull the numbers, he'll pull up my screen, bro. Here's the numbers. Polls ended yesterday. Yo,
Oh
buddy.
no.
Yeah, look who's ahead in the Republican primary polls. This is as of yesterday. Trump is at 59. Yo,
Eesh.
why does this even matter?
Yeesh.
That's the
Yeesh.
average. I mean,
Yikes.
come on.
I mean, hold on. Scroll down. Did Homeboy drop out yet? Who dropped
Do
out so
that.
far? Scroll back down. Let's see who's out so far. So far,
So
who's out?
uh
Dropouts are
Pence is out.
Hurd, Pence, and Suarez. I gotta ask my man Tim at this point. Like, bro, Tim, I love you, Tim. I love you, Tim. Bro.
I don't understand why Chris Christie, Tim Scott, Burgum, and Hutchinson are even in the race. I don't think so.
At this point, I don't understand why. I mean, all right. The argument that DeSantis can make is at least I'm above 10%. He can make that argument. At least I'm above 10%, right? Okay, that
I
is
only lost by 30. What? Yeah, no.
okay.
No, not in this.
The
Not in this.
rest of you guys, not because I'm not saying it's not the American way and you shouldn't have the opportunity to run a race and see it through. No, do that. But then there's
Mm-hmm.
what's politically expedient. Then there's what's not a misdirection as it relates to fundraising and like, okay, what are we doing now? Like what are we doing at this point? When you add point oh, when you add oh point anything, when point is the separation between what you got, yo, son, nah, bro. Nah. That's like money, bro. That's like saying, do you go out with $59? Do you go out with $12? Which one is more of a comfortable situation to go out to eat with? If you have $2.9, do you feel comfortable sitting down? What's even available on the menu at $2.9? You might be able to get a cup of coffee.
No, you're gonna get one McDouble.
All right, but once you start getting into having 1.7 and 0.8 and 0.6,
yeah, there's nothing to get for 80 cents, bro.
I mean, Ramaswamy's at 5.3, and I guess the whole point to this is that Trump doing that to him. Yeah, hold on, let me play it again. Let me play it one more time. I gotta play that one more time.
I think he's now number 3. He's like, you know what the expression I said, he's like a wounded bird falling from the sky. Oh, there he is. It's Ron DeSanctimonious. He's falling beautifully from the sky. It's a beautiful thing to watch because I got him elected. And when you get somebody elected,
yo, your man don't care, bro. He don't care. Trump has zero.
God, that sounds personal. He takes that personal. Oh, that's not even. Yeah, that wasn't even playing. He takes that personal. Apparently, he's apparently taking this whole DeSantis running personal because
he's like, you know what the expression I said, he's like a wounded bird falling from the sky. Oh, there he is. It's Ron DeSanctimonious. He's falling beautifully from the sky. It's beautiful thing to watch because I got him elected. And when you get somebody elected, they don't go like our great Attorney General. She cannot. I didn't get her elected. She was wonderful. I endorsed her. I helped her. But she would have done well. I think she would have done well, and I think she would have won. And many people I endorsed her. Ron was dead. He had no chance. He was down real low. And he came to me, tears in his eyes, that he needed help because he was running against a man, the secretary, which a very big thing in Florida. They like me too for this reason, but very big thing, Secretary of Agriculture. Adam Putnam is his name. Do you think Biden could remember all the stuff that I remember? I don't think so. He'd say, let's see.
Yo, come on. No, God, nah, God, we can't do that. Non-cipher, Lord.
Non-cipher, champ.
Yo, you gotta slow down, champ. You can't do that to Biden like that, bro. That's
He
not
said, do you
even
think he could
fair,
remember
bro.
any of the things I
Wow.
remember?
What the hell?
Wow.
Biden could remember Secretary of Agriculture.
Yo,
Adam
firing
Putnam was his
shots.
name. Do you think Biden could remember all the stuff that I remember? I don't think so. He'd say,
Oh,
let's
wow. Crazy, sir. Yo.
what the hell was his name?
Yo. Yo. Why?
You wouldn't tell
Is
the
that
story.
just being from New York that makes him like
I
that?
think that's what.
Is that just like a New York thing? Or is that a money thing where it's like I got so much money where I could just say whatever I want to say? Because once you pass $1 billion, listen, I think there's a threshold, bro. I think there's a threshold. I think the threshold is I think you really don't care about your mouth after you have a certain amount of money. I think you really, really lose sight of decorum after you said it might be not everybody, but a lot of people lose sight of how to talk to people. And I'm not saying Trump is wrong. I'm not mad. I'm not even saying, listen, it's hysterical to me. Because he's right. It's just it's like low hanging fruit, bro. Like clearly Biden can't remember what happened 2 months ago.
He don't remember what happened this
Good
morning,
luck, guy. You don't have to do that to him. You
let
don't
alone
have to
2 months ago. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, we coming up on the 27-minute mark. You're checking out Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. Yo, bro,
we're not even gonna take a break, bro. We're gonna go right to this next story. It's okay. They're Democrats. So we're gonna just keep Trump up here for a second because this third story, it's okay, they're Democrats. We could have took several different approaches with this, but the prudent one I thought was that as Trump is going through this case here, and and the Peter Simi, a sociology professor at Chapman University and expert in right-wing extremism, testified at the Colorado trial of former President Trump that could see him blocked from the 2024 ballot, and then is then shown by Trump's attorney, right? So that you guys can understand what's happening here, right? So, in summary, this is the case in Colorado. This is what's going on. They're trying to disqualify him from the ballot, and they brought in a right-wing extremism expert to say that what Trump
somebody
said,
who is an expert at identifying right-wing extremism?
That is what I'm saying. That's what it says right there. Look.
Okay.
So Mr. Gessler questions him. Now, you got to remember something. When Trump said, go out there and peacefully and patriotically make your voice heard, right? You got to remember the context of this. And then there's a lot of other things that you got to put into context. Him offering the help, him offering the National Guard, all of the failure breakdowns in the security. You got to add all of these things into this backdrop. But when he plays this video, right, I wonder if people understand how important it is to know that when one side does something, it's this. When the other side does something, it's not the same thing. And
show me what you mean.
I'm going to start with some exhibits here, and I'm going to talk about some intentionality and interpretation. So that's sort of what this. I'm going to talk about intentionality.
They're trying to get the mic right? Okay.
Democrats are fighting as hard as we can. Democrats are standing up to fight. So, you heard a number of speakers use the term fight, correct? That's correct. And I'd represent to you that those are leading members of the Democrat Party and office holders. Are you able to tell from their speech whether or not they're intending to provide a message to the members of the far right-wing, far right-wing extremists?
If I may explain my answer?
Let's just start off on small bits, and then I'll certainly give you a chance. So from what they're saying, so they're using the word fight, are you able to tell if they're intending to speak with far-right extremists?
No, absolutely not.
And it'd be fair to say that you can infer that they're not intending to speak with far-right extremists because they tend towards a different side of the political spectrum. Would that be fair to say?
I wouldn't necessarily want to make that kind of inference on limited information, but I understand your characterization.
Would it be fair to say that in order to understand whether they're, well, let me back up. Can you tell from what they're saying whether or not the members of the far right-wing extremists would view that as a communication to them?
10-second clips? Absolutely not.
You'd need more context, correct?
More information, more context.
And what is some of that more information you need?
He said, what is some more? Whoa. Huh.
You want to look at past communication patterns. You want to understand the historical context between the speaker and whatever community or culture you're trying to.
So this essentially, Ali, what happens is that the context gets painted that somehow when it's the right wing or the Republicans saying these things, or when it's Trump, it takes a different meaning. So
Trump to get out there and say we need to fight for our country is violent, but somehow
when Trump says it, or any Republican, let's take Trump out of the equation. It's not about Trump. It's any Republican says that, now it has to be looked at, especially a white Republican says that. Now a white male Republican says that. Now it's this. Or if you're a black male Republican, it's cooning, it's buffooning, it's you lapdogging for the white man. It's all of those different things. Once you say, okay, I'm fighting for my country. On the right, it's from the left looking at the right from the different areas, Ali, it's messed up because if we take them at their word, Schumer telling the justices that they're gonna feel the wrath.
That's a violent speech it could be taken as.
And I'm warning you, you will feel the wrath. It will come back to you. Like, so, I mean, like I said, rules for thee, but not for me. And it's cliche as heck, but that's the reality of it. So yeah, we're going to get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. You have been tuned in to Top of the Morning, best 30-minute morning show. Reminder, tomorrow. Make sure you are back here with us tomorrow morning as we sit down with Dr. Bill Pincus, president of the North Carolina Right to Life, celebrating their 50th anniversary coming up. Find out how you can get tickets, more information, all that good stuff. Be right back here tomorrow morning with us, 9 a.m. sharp. We're going to be on point tomorrow. For my twin brother, Dua Ali, I'm Raheem Architect Shoto. You have been watching Top of the Miggity. We catch up with y'all tomorrow.
Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.